My name's Stuart Giros. I'm the Director of TechSmart International. We're a Sydney-based organisation that has developed a technology called eMight Analytics. eMight Analytics is a real-time dashboard solution that provides a data engine that integrates information and correlates that data and reports in real time on large volumes of information from disparate sources. Using eMight Analytics as a platform, TechSmart has just released its latest vertical solution called Osprey. Osprey is a solution that specifically allows you to manage the physical risks associated with the protection of bank branches and ATMs. With regards to the physical risk, financial institutions are facing many different risks in their branches and in their ATM management. If you think back 25 years ago, before ATMs existed and we used passbooks, to where we're at today, and the growth in technologies in the ATM marketplace, banks over that 25-year period have had to add and change the tools that they use to manage their physical risk. So they started out initially with basic ATMs that allowed you to do the withdrawal of money, and we're now at a position where you can pretty much do a lot of additional functionalities. You can deposit monies into your account, you can deposit your checks through your ATM, and there's a lot more information that is required by banks to manage the physical risk. And as these new technologies have increased over time, that has meant that the fraud that thieves are using to defraud the banks has also changed. So as banks manage that fraud and the physical risk, what they're actually left with has been, I guess you could say, a wide range of different data sources coming from different types of applications, coming from the mainframe, coming from log files, coming from spreadsheets. And banks are having to use all of that information to manage the physical risk of their bank branches and their ATMs. So what that has meant is that as ATM technologies have grown, the actual cost of managing the physical risk has also grown. However, the effort has typically still been very manual in measuring that risk, and that manual effort is actually creating additional risk itself. So some of the the methods that have been used for the fraud of ATMs have included scanning devices that are placed over the front of an ATM. So banks have had to go and change the style of an ATM so that those devices are less able to be used. They've also had more recently, particularly in Australia, what are being targeted as BAM raids, and the BAM raid effectively is oxyacetylene gas being pumped into the ATM, and then using a crude wick, the bandits blow up the ATM, and effectively they can take the whole cash drawer out of that ATM. What's happened with all of these new types of fraud has meant that banks are now having to more regularly and faster, using more automated means, reassess the risk on the fly, and that is why the Osprey solution was created. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to improve the risk analysis methods, and hopefully in doing that we will reduce the risk. So eMight Analytics itself is actually a hybrid solution. So in saying hybrid, we can extract information from any data source. That means that information can be gathered in a near real-time basis, and we're talking thousands of transactions per second are able to be imported into the data model of eMight, and that information can then be correlated into this single source of truth. So what we're actually doing is in a real-time basis converting the data revolving around your ATMs into information. So we're now able to report on the physical risk for multiple facilities coming from a single source. So we're hopefully then reducing the actual risk itself. So as an example, if you had incidents of staff being threatened in a particular bank branch, The bank could very quickly enter that information into their incident management system, and Osprey would automatically recalculate the risk level of that branch. Now, the resolution by the bank may be to bring in a security guard, or to upgrade the closed circuit TV, or to perhaps even install rising screens if they're not already installed. Without Osprey, that sort of analysis could take days or weeks to perform on a wider range of branches and ATMs. However, with Osprey, that information can be reassessed literally in minutes. So the method that eMite and Osprey uses to actually extract the data and to set the boundaries around the risk process of an ATM or a branch is best typified in this diagram that you're looking at here. If you'd like to view the remainder of this presentation, you can go to www.emiteanalytics.com and view the full presentation online. Thank you.